Equal or greater response, UK ready to unleash nuclear power on Russia to stop Putin. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Whether I like it or not, Putin is using Ukraine as bait. That is what he's doing. And in due time, we will know who exactly he is waging this war against. Stay with us, the news in detail. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace insisted that UK is ready to retaliate with an equal or greater response should Russia deploy nuclear weapons in Ukraine. Vladimir Putin put his nuclear forces on high alert on Sunday, sparking fears he is preparing to use stronger deterrence in a bid to take over Ukraine. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace insisted that the UK will continue to work with the United States and its allies in the European Union to avoid a further escalation in the conflict. But the one BBC breakfast Russia can expect an equal response from Britain should nuclear weapons be unleashed. He said Putin will know anything involving a nuclear weapon has an equal or greater response. The US, Britain, and France is there. It takes us safe, and that is why I would say to parents up and down the country, we will not do anything to feed miscalculation, but this is a battle of rhetoric. Now tell me, why is this man having, I'm saying that this thing is not a matter of this now. Yes, the matter flying up and down, they did this to him and they did that to him. I don't think at the end of the day, like, nuclear weapon. They are not even fighting yet, oh. Ukraine is not even fighting you yet. What they are doing is defending. This man has conscience, oh. He has conscience. He does. Putin bracelets are not working. The man is still living in the past. Before you lose your standing in the world stage, withdraw troops from Ukraine to be better for you and the country. It's up to Putin now to show how brave he is and throw a nuke. I don't understand why Putin is talking about nukes in a non-nuclear conflict. My brother, I tire. Okay, fine. He was the one, how am I going to put it? He was pushed into this and whatever, but who starts war first? I used to say it. At the end of the day, somebody spoke to you rudely, somebody did this to you, somebody attacked you, but do you know what? The person attacked you, but the person did not come physical. The person that first of all came physical is the one that will bear the grunt. Maybe you slap somebody now, or maybe you slap somebody and the person slaps you back and you broke your nose. What they're going to be hearing is that they broke your nose. They're not even going to hear that you even slapped the person initially. That is how it works. You should tread with caution. Russia does not have the monopoly of aggression, nor does it have monopoly of nukes. Exactly. This thing you are saying, you are puffing. How do I even use this? You are swelling your chest is, swollen, and you like, no, let me get this, now we they run things. Abba, at the end of the day, not be only I'm getting. Some people go say, not be only you the craze. Yes, at the end of the day, not be only I'm the craze. Okay, fine. America instigated the war. Yes, they did this, they did that. But. To tell you, I don't want to be in Ukraine. Sure, even this Russia, with the way they're even threatening them back this time around, I don't even think both Ukraine and Russia are safe. America and its lapdogs instigated this war. Now they abandoned Ukraine. The target was Russia all along. Putin must nuke them. The only way to stop these satanic demons. You are thoroughly intelligent. People do not understand what America, together with its miners, we are targeting. I wish Mr. Putin by now, the rabid dogs would have stopped backing. Go help your Russians. Ukraine put a Russian sausage in your crack. Russia thinks it's the only one with a nuclear power missiles. They have 5,997. They have the highest, while USA have, I think, 5,000 or 4,000. But at the end of the day, they still have Shah. The game is on. You rascal the African continent for generations to build a continent, and you're here talking about injustice. If you were really just, Obama, Bush should have been languishing in jail or dragged to the ICU. You go about bombing other continents and thought war was never going to visit you. The nuclear bombings will only end your continent. And thought was... Okay, the nuclear bombings will only end your continent. Africa shall rise against. Oh my God, there is a saying that I always say, the whites they're not helping us for helping sake. Whatever the whites are doing in this country, knows that there's an exchange going on. There is. The warning comes after the USA and Britain mobilized military arsenal close to Russia. Russia has the right to defend itself. More than 7 countries against Russia over Ukraine. Russia does not want to, victimize Russian-speaking people in Ukraine, as there have been mass graves of such people in Ukraine. Ukraine should not join NATO because that will give chance to the USA to set a military base there, which is very close to Russia. His own bodyguard will bring him down. These 3 countries could not handle Hitler. France was already down and out, like all the time. America waited first for people to tire up before showing in. But now, this nuclear war, many of the European countries don't have nuclear armament. They rely on America to fight their wars. Or more, it's not going to be funny. World war loading, the rest should be careful not to escalate the tension. A lot of comments here know nothing about the ongoing invasion. Can you allow your neighbor that you are not in good time to form alliance with your known enemies and you will stand and watch them? And the West know this and they act like you don't know and carry false news and propaganda to make people believe what they want them to believe because they want to rule the world. The Western are behind the NATO and the Western and Russian have had an agreement in the past that they will not form any alliance with the Ukrainian and some other. And now they're trying so hard to break their promise. Then try and be in good terms with your neighbor. Like my sister, it's not hard.